Welcome back to the fantastic New Year's edition of Friday Nights at the Black Dog.
Not New Year yet.
New Year's edition. That includes New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
New Year's is a 2-part holiday.
You're a 2-part holiday.
Your mom's a 2-part holiday.
3-part. It's a 3-part holiday. You've got
nice
Christmas Adam.
That joke's not a shocker.
You got New Year's Adam, New Year's Eve, and New Year's Day.
New Year's Adam comes before New Year's Eve and is generally unsatisfying.
Yeah. Wholly unsatisfying. Anyway, we are continuing our Electric Forest investigation in Hunters Hunted. And by investigation, I mean a lot of chemical experimentation and experiencing new sensations and...
Wait, In Excess is playing? In the World of Darkness, Michael Hutchins didn't accidentally hang himself. It's a better place sometimes.
And greased up firemen are experienced.
I sort of love the idea that I make a Michael Hutchins joke and Tay-Tay just kind of shrugs and lets it flow past.
I mean, what's he going to do?
So anyway. So you're grinding a greased up fireman.
No.
Do you want to make a self-control roll?
He is not wet grinding a shirtless fireman. Though he does have a hat, and you'd like the hat.
It reminds me of the hat I left back wherever we were.
The fireman hat does?
Yeah.
The fireman hat reminds him of another hat.
Yeah.
Because you put it on your head.
And
he's high.
I was going to say...
Hi.
I was going to say, you know... Yeah, because your character did fail the self-control roll to,
take the other thing?
Not drink.
Yeah.
No. Oh, yeah, that was the solo cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, at which point, I think his inhibitions have, dropped through the floor while my character's still floating around, seeing the electric in the forest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, at one point, you also start getting wobbly vision. Like things seem to wibble and wobble.
Just from the acid? So I haven't been offered anything else. Because I've been too busy investigating.
No, it doesn't seem to be just from the acid.
Well, that's interesting.
Your tinglies are way
Your tinglies are tingly.
Well, no, because I usually don't. My assumption was that my feedback didn't affect me; it just affected everybody around me.
Now your feedback is a feedback.
Okay, excellent. Oh, this is getting weird.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure my, NyQuil day caps aren't going to relieve me of this.
You actually round a couple of tents, and you see a dude.
See, I love the hand gesture, and I'm just waiting.
Talking to a fox girl.
Yep.
The fox girl?
A fox girl.
Okay. Neat.
This one has blue hair. The other one had red.
Okay.
Talking to 3 crows on a tree branch.
What did you take?
As the game veers into, racist Disney territory.
No.
I think I've seen about everything, but I ain't never seen an elephant fly.
They're not wearing hats or smoking cigars.
What? Didn't you know about that? No, they've actually talked about removing that from Dumbo because it was a specific trope of the time that we have moved well beyond.
No, it was one of those moments where I went, oh.
Yeah.
I remember watching Dumbo. I remember
Ah,
what
the
being said.
innocence of youth.
Yeah. But I ain't never seen an elephant fly.
No, my go-to was Fox and the Hound.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So, Land Before Time.
Not Disney.
Oh, right.
No,
Still
so
better.
was.
so as a side note, when the child was young, we used, she would pick out the Disney movies to watch in the afternoon, and one of them was Fox and the Hound, but at like 3 years old, it gave her amazing nightmares because of the fight with the bear.
Yup.
Amazing nightmares. So, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Fox and the Hound. That was the zone between Walt dying and Eisner taking over, where all of the movies were really sketchy. Fox and the Hound was one of the weirdest of the sketchy ones.
Song of the South.
See, I will defend Song of the South simply because the problematic aspects of Song of the South that sort of press overshadows the fact that it literally was a full vernacular novel dealing with the imported African folk tales. Did you know that the original book by Joel Chandler Harris was written in vernacular? It is amazingly hard to read.
I believe it.
It had words like Gwinter. I'm Gwinter, ask him whether or not he know about it.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Gwinter. Literally, one of the words is Gwinter.
Okay.
You made the dog groan with that.
So, with that said, yeah, you come upon an impossible conversation, and one of the crows squawks, and they all turn to look at you.
Horror movie, go!
I'll overemphasize my high. Whoa. And just kind of drift.
Okay.
Do they go back to ignoring me and talking? No. You're
Yeah.
set upon by 4 Koraks.
Yes, they do.
Excellent.
And you don't really know what language they're speaking, but
I'm pretty
the
sure.
crows just kind of croak and caw.
I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to run that through Google Translate. Or if I do, I'm on 2 watch lists.
Only 2?
Really, all that matters is I'm on the Changing Breed watch list, and I'm on Talon Adler's special watch list.
Pretty sure it's also we're already on there.
So you just
No, because to be honest, again, this is World of Darkness. Everybody's obsessed with the paranormal and the weird, because nobody's normal.
Yeah.
unless they are.
Yeah. You come closest to being the most normal person at, this place, and you're still hunting the supernatural.
So a little further on, you find...
What's the Blue Fox girl look like? Because I don't think you can have a Kitsune bloodline without being Asian. So I'm trying to decipher whether or not she is likely a changing breed or if she's just a weirdo at a festival.
The face paint makes it really hard to tell. And, the drugs.
We're the side before the drugs.
No, this is a different fox girl. This is the blue fox girl, not the red fox girl. Okay, so I'm gonna note where in the festival they were. I'm gonna also check through my photos to see if the photo I took of them is still there, if it has mysteriously vanished.
No, it's still there.
Okay.
For now.
For now. I look at the picture, and behind the picture there's this wolfy looking guy in like librarian glasses, busily looking at my files.
Huh.
He looks up at me. You can see me?
You do notice that there are only 2 crows in your photo, though.
One of the weird moments that it scared the crap out of me.
And the guy that is talking to the fox girl is wearing flannel shirt.
That's weird.
And a kill.
Oh boy.
I want to ask this question, and I don't want it to be taken the way you're going to take it, so I'm still going to ask the question. Does the shirt match the kilt?
Jesus. What? Nothing. I'm just gonna look over here. Refrain from making jokes.
Yes, do that.
He is drinking from a
tankard.
Yes.
Tankard, roughly the size of a,
Small dog.
I was going to say, Eastern European child.
Okay.
Yeah. Why don't you give me a stamina roll, Tay-Tay?
Stamina and...
And your mom.
I didn't stutter.
Just stamina?
Yeah, because I don't think there's much you can add to this. Yeah, do stamina and law.
Yeah.
Stamina and academics. I know how high I am. The only thing I can think of was...
7.
I for sure made that.
Okay.
Yeah, he made 4 successes on 3 dice.
It's pretty good.
Kevin?
Huh.
He's going the distance.
I'm not going for speed.
No, you already have it.
Yeah, no. You get slipped something by a tall, half-naked black woman with a lot of braids. Just a whole crap of multicolored braids. And it's got the glow necklaces braided in and it. Yeah. Rave-tastic. Cool. And she plants one on you, shoves her tongue in your mouth, and slips you something. I mean, you could try and resist with the self-control.
If I fail, it's worse.
Yes, it is. Much worse.
She's basically wearing knee-high platform boots.
I figured.
And bottoms.
Yeah.
Like underwear. Nothing else.
I figured what you were going with the
body paint and braids.
Body paint and braids. Yeah.
Body paint and braids.
She's not wearing a mask.
No.
No.
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna say nose ring, slave chain to a brow ring. Yay? No?
No.
No?
No. There are, however, 2 lip piercings, a septum piercing, and 3 brow piercings.
Okay.
Yeah. It's about right. For what I would expect.
And gauged ears.
Yep.
See, my favorite was when the buddy of mine had the gauged ears and then somebody put a padlock in.
And then toss the key.
Yeah. Damn it.
Jerk! Or, no, better yet, the combination lock. Click.
Oh, I can't. No. Maybe I can hear it.
So anyway.
Tink. Okay. Tink.
You doing it? Anything else, or just...
Come on, dude. She gave you enough tongue to, get you spiced. Are you not going to follow her back to her square patch of land?
Why not? Self-control be damned!
Okay, that buttons up that for the night. What do you...
I was going to say,
You get to be
And-
driving.
Yeah, the best part of it is your character is the one that's built to actually solve crimes and mysteries. My character's only built to hack stuff and listen in on conversations.
I'm gonna be discovering some mysteries soon.
Oh, no, you're not. You're assuming that
no.
there haven't been explorers before.
About 2 weeks later, he's going to have to get some antibiotics.
Anywho, you actually end up going into her tent with the other two already in there.
And it's weird. You never thought about it before, but you'd always assumed that the way tents are built so that they're, they've got that little lip of fabric around where the door opens. You figured that was to keep the water from going out, not for keeping the Jell-O in.
Hey.
What?
You want to run this game? Whipped cream.
Well, of course it's whipped cream. So what else do you put on chocolate pudding?
I hate you for that comment.
And there was much rejoicing. Okay, so are you wandering around?
This is you.
Are you
That.
What is Kimiko?
That's him.
What is Kimiko doing?
Kimiko is continuing to document all this stuff since the parameters for the mission were...
I had no parameters, so I just went with it.
No, the parameters that Herr Dr. Geist sent us were... There have been unmanaged teen pregnancies at this festival. People have gotten high and seen things.
We've seen a lot.
You've seen a lot more than I have.
You wander by a lot more of the, well, we could say goth types. Lots of spikes, lots of chains, lots of black clothing.
Goth/punk/punk goth/ Yeah.
They seem to all be partaking of a booth which has a doling out, again, red Solo cups.
I was honestly waiting for you to, hand me a, instance of closed cigarettes laced with something more.
Oh, that too.
Yeah, thank you.
They're black cigarettes that are like rolled up black paper.
Hand-rolled black cigarettes.
Mm-hmm. And
smells of clove and other things.
Red Solo cup full of...
Sure it's red, not painted black.
A thick red liquid.
You're really going to try to force a Rolling Stones joke into this?
Yes.
I see a red cup and I want it painted black. No colors anymore.
I tried to be
I want them to turn black.
I tried.
Alright, surreptitiously run a spectrograph on a drop of it.
A drop of the liquid?
Yes.
So you're like...
Not with bare skin! Jeez! Jesus!
I want to
With
fill
a
it
Q-tip.
all up.
Well, you're given a cup.
Yeah. And then, quietly, one hand and quietly, check it with the other.
Okay.
Roll sleight of hand.
You get a
For
lot
that
of
look is why I said it.
a lot of readouts. I mean,
like how many?
mostly organic.
Oh, that should be safe. There's nothing organic that would. Oh Lord. Like what? Are we talking like ayahuasca? Are we talking morning glory seeds?
We're talking. There's like cinnamon and clove and high in iron.
What's my blood plasma level?
Well, if you drink this stuff, higher.
I was gonna say, one sip and you're blood bound. Sweet.
Several people are sipping.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a sample of this back to Herr Dr. Geist. I'm sure he'd love to have some hot mold vitae.
Okay.
I mean, I can faff about with a sleight of hand if you'd like, but I assume nobody's paying that close attention.
Not really.
No. All right.
I mean, you don't even know the glowing eyes that are following you. Actually, no. You do notice that the rainbow badger is rounded the corner and is offering out more stamps, more mushrooms.
Rainbow Badger's got the fucking hookup. I'm still gonna test everything that comes past. Last thing I need to do is, end up in some Nosferatu's basement.
I might have ended up 1 of 10.
Oh no.
No.
See, that's the thing, is with all the markers you got, your character's going to be, hand-fasted to a Raja or something. Oh my god. She was a tiger in the sack.
Oh no.
And, in the alleys at night, I guess. Or worse. No. He's going to be hand-fasted to an Ajaba.
Oh, God.
They're the were-hyenas.
I know. No, that was one of the joke suggestions I should have as another character.
What, Shenzi?
It was suggested by him.
Huh?
In a previous game.
Well, no. No.
He should totally be this.
Yeah, no. We wouldn't have assumed Shenzi. We would have just given you Ed.
Do it again.
Yeah.
Well, we amused Tay-Tay, and that's what matters.
Hey.
Yeah, oddly, this tall, dark and beautiful chick with the rave braids looks a lot like a very youthful Whoopi Goldberg. My spirit name is Shenzi. Of course it is.
All right, so you're offered some more a mushroom.
I'll take.
Actually, there's 5 of them
Okay.
in the fuzzy paw.
In the fuzzy paw, I will take some mushrooms. Run it through the spectrograph, discreetly. Make sure that it's just psilocybin.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's mushroom time. What?
Take you long enough.
And that's when you found yourself back at the ferry gate.
We always knew it was going to end here.
There
didn't we?
are a number of crows hanging out around the ferry gate.
So, being that I know at least one of them is a muckraker for... We've got a correct journalist here, right?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
He's going to be putting up his article on the changing net.
Yeah, there we go. All right. I'm guessing the only way forward is through.
Okay.
My Wi-Fi is down.
Oh,
I feel uncomfortable.
itchy.
Yeah. There comes a silence passing through.
Yeah.
Do the one thing where you stick your head out, stick your head in. No, that's just something I would do.
So you'd
Quiet? Not quiet. Quiet?
so
Not quiet.
you'd be at the entrance and just push your way in and then back out and then
Just the tip.
You had to make it dirty.
you're the one that is pausing at the threshold, teasing your way.
Anywho. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of naked dancing women in the middle around a bonfire.
These are one of those points where I'd suggest, you're better off where you are because your chance of being, torn to shreds by the Bacchanae is much lower.
Yup.
And then they tore my head off and threw it into the river.
Mm-hmm.
Is that all they did?
All right, yeah.
The big stone bowl.
The sacred chalice.
They dip smaller earthen cups in and drink and go back to dancing and swing. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Tay-Tay. I'll start thinking up what character we need to make you. But don't take it personally when I sew you into the bear and set you on fire. What? So, as a side note...
Are you going to break his legs first and dump the bees on him?
I could do that. As a side note, watching, the Black Widow movie and watching Hawkeye, it is really hard to take Yelena Belova seriously when all the time I flashback to Midsummer. We've watched Midsummer.
Not yet.
Oh, you need to.
Yeah.
It gives you a lot of perspective on, Florence Pugh's character. So don't take it personally when I sew you into a bear costume and set you on fire. This is just what's going to happen. You just got to let it happen.
I heard it's a great breakup movie.
It's the best. It's the best.
That or the one you showed Dustin.
Trying to remember which one. Oh, yeah. No, that wasn't a breakup movie. That was just,
It made her
Dustin.
rethink her choice.
No, it made her rethink Dustin's choice in Friends. That wasn't a breakup movie. That was a eye-opening movie.
That was a traumatizing movie.
All I had to do was...
No.
And then Dustin comes across this later and goes, "Oh God!"
Well, it's Dustin. Everything is
You
traumatic
guys
later.
suck.
Everything is traumatic later. So anyway, yeah, I'm just going to dance in the periphery and watch what happens. So I figure, well, no, actually, no, I figure I can, blend in enough. Avoid too much notice. You're not nearly naked enough?
There is
Not nearly
that.
Technicolor enough?
Oh no! Mostly earthen
Yeah, thank you.
tones in here.
Thank you. So, what am I actually picking up from this? Do you want me to roll a stealth? Because I could roll a stealth just to try to blend. What do you want it paired with? Smirts? Manipulation?
Charisma.
Again, my character is a...
That's why I
my character is a, you know...
Better than mine.
Go with wits.
Wits? That's fair.
Oh.
Difficulty? Standard?
Yeah.
Okay. I can make this work. Yep. 3 successes.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, you seem to keep...
Fairy barf dice.
I like these dice.
No, I don't blame you.
They're weird. That's what I love about them.
You managed to avoid attention.
So what's the actual right unfolding? Am I picking any of that up? Because I know roughly where this should be going, but I'm trying to, you know, get a vibe off of it.
There are 5 youngish women in the center who seem to be the focus of it.
Keep going.
He's waiting for.
I'm pushing down the you know, necessary
gas pedal.
No, I'm pushing down the necessary nonsense of commentary.
The one leading is a middle-aged woman. She seems to be speaking in a very thickly accented foreign language, not English.
Okay.
And everybody seems to be taking hits of the party juice.
Party juice.
Of course.
Gotta keep hydrated.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly it.
One by one, the girls seem to step forward and say something. Usually explaining something. And the tribe dancing around has some kind of refrain, and the other one would come up, and same thing repeating. And then they all seem to conclude, and
all is one. They turn to look at you. Oh.
No, the 5 girls are like embraced and congratulated. And they all settle in for, like, settle around the fire and...
Oh, there's a fire, too?
Yeah, bonfire.
Oh, okay. So they're sort of doing a figure 8 around the bonfire and the, you know, sacred chalice. I'm just trying to... The circle is large enough to encompass. Yeah. They seem to settle down, the dancing comes to an end, and they're all sitting and talking and sharing food and libation. What are you doing? It's come to a conclusion. You successfully hid. I successfully hid. And I achieved nothing. I learned nothing. I feel good about myself. Does my phone work at all? Or is it just unable to get signal?
Basically airplane mode.
So I could actually use my spectrograph.
Yeah.
I'm going to run a scan on the stuff in the chalice.
That would require going into amongst them.
Yeah, I've been dancing the entire time.
Okay.
I've just been, surreptitiously not drinking it. That was my vibe. If that's what I have to use my stealth for, I'll do my stealth to, scan the liquid.
You managed to find enough to sample.
What is it?
Largely organic.
It's not giving me a read on what the different compounds are.
Yes, it is. Why don't you give me a intellect and science chemistry roll?
How about academics? Can we go academics? Because I'd love to go academics.
Sure.
Okay, smirts and academics. I can do that.
I mean, you're not looking through catalogs and stuff, but okay.
I'm trying to let the program do the heavy lifting for me. Difficulty.
Standard.
Okay.
Nice.
Not great.
Oh.
2 successes. Seven dice. 2 successes.
This is ayahuasca.
What the hell?
Is that what the hell I'm gonna drink some, or?
Yeah, I mean, as far as it goes, it's gonna taste roughly like, fungal root water, and I'm gonna be tasting that for a day. But I mean, I might as well see some shamanic visions while I'm here. My whole point is, my character doesn't want to get wildly poisoned and inducted into, a new werewolf persona. Yeah, your character's going to end up somewhere in Nairobi raising the cubs while, she goes out and hunts. And all of your children will be sitting there.
Okay, yeah, you, the visions, they come.
Oh, the vision.
Mixed with the psilocybin and the LSD.
It's extra fun.
You begin to see, it's kind of like your electrovision, except this is, you start seeing the ebb and flow. I mean, you look up and the moon looks back down and says,
So.
how you doing?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just let myself be integrated into this, whole tribe thing. What were the 5 girls? Was this a, coming of age thing for the 5?
Kind of.
Okay.
There's some sort of ritual to recognize them amongst their peers and their betters and...
Okay, I'm going to flow along with this and get the vibe, but at some point my character's just going to break down crying on the shoulder of, one of the people around the fire about how, how bad I feel about having intruded on such a sacred rite of sisterhood when I am just an imposter.
Oh boy. This is fun.
My character's, she's no longer tripping balls. She's tripping the concept. The very
Why don't you give me a manipulation performance roll?
Okay. I do not have any performance, so this is going to be straight manipulation. Which is fine, since I've got 5 dice on it.
Because it's in the middle category, you take a penalty of 1.
Okay. So that's one die off or one...
I think it's one die off.
Okay.
Standard success. I am losing my voice.
I can tell.
No, because part of this is, the reality. Part of it is, I might as well...
You're not telling them everything that you're there for.
At this point, I'm here because, the hippo in the stars told me to be here. That's a flat failure. Flat failure. 6-3-3-1. Not a botch.
No.
Part of me was hoping for a botch. It would have been funny.
Well, I'm honestly being truthful, but
okay.
It's the holding the shit back that's the problem.
Yeah, you spill your guts.
Fair enough.
Oh, boy.
I'm sitting here and I don't know why, and I don't know what's going on, and none of this makes sense, and I can't even connect to the internet.
Also, you look up, and it's like the matron.
The one leading the ritual.
Yeah.
Is sitting and listening to me. See, the problem is, I know why I spilled my guts. It's because I can't connect to the internet in here, and it's freaking me out.
Well, you're connecting to something else right now.
I know, and it's
You're
so weird.
You're connected to the world.
No, I'm connected to the primal, mother goddess, the earth.
The thrum.
Yes. The cosmic noise, and I'm so used to the computer clicking and the clean binary, and this is all.
It weirdly sounds like Bowie music.
I was gonna go with Ayumi Hamasaki, but that's beside the point. Yeah, no.
I have a question for you, out of character.
Sure.
Where's your knife?
Is
it on you?
Yeah. My knife's on me, but it'd be in my boot, because there's every chance that, I could lose clothing. I'm never going to lose my boots. Because my boots got heels about yay thick.
Yeah.
Dang. Boots.
My character's like 5'0" if I'm lucky. She is native Japanese.
I know.
She is hugging and caressing your hair and being very supportive and says,
Ones
yeah.
and zeros, and this is all like feelings.
Welcome to the world of Derek.
Feelings.
And she says, I understand.
I don't even know why I'm here, and I don't belong, and I know I don't belong, and you're the closest I've ever felt, and I feel connected.
Why don't you give me a...
Self-control roll?
No.
Oh.
Alertness roll. Perception, alertness.
Alertness or awareness?
Alertness.
Your mother.
Awareness is more supernatural. Alertness is if you actually...
Yeah, I know. You know what I have dots in?
Awareness.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
There's no penalty on this.
That's fine. Would you like to know how little it matters? That's how little it matters.
You succeeded.
Twice.
You complained, and you still succeeded.
2 dice. 2 successes.
She says, I understand Malachi can be very obtuse.
I
just don't understand why he's got to be so pretentious and use all 3 names at the same damn time. Nobody gives a damn that your middle name is from a goddamn Shakespeare play.
You're not wrong.
That's great.
The only people that use 3 names are serial killers or people that shoot presidents.
You're not wrong.
You're not wrong. That's why.
And then he looked weird at me when I called him dear hair doctor, guys.
Still not surprised.
Yeah, again. And at no point does my character realize that she knows who I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Or
that was the whole thing of you actually realized she had said his name.
No, I will realize later.
Yeah. Also,
Wake up. Oh, crap.
several of the other...
Wait a minute.
several,
crap.
several of the others are sniffing your boot.
Yep.
And I had to buy a specially fit Harajuku. Why that one? Oh, you want to see my knife? It's really cool. It's like moon over water.
I'm not the one losing the knife.
I'm not losing it. I'm showing it to him.
Right
Some of them were like, huh. Some of them were like, huh. One's like,
What?
that shouldn't be possible.
I know, they said they lost the ability to make Damascus steel, and now everything is fake, and this is a fake one too. And I just know they had this stupid antler handle, and I don't like antler handles because they're like cruel to deer. And then he said it's not cruel because they shed them every year, and I'm like, I don't want it because it's from a living thing.
You are precious.
I'm learning a lot about your character right now. It's great.
How many hallucinogens is she on?
Not as many as Derek.
Yeah, you do notice all
You're
of
just
their
on
eyes are
different ones.
glowing.
That's pretty.
Really?
Are they glowing different colors or all yellow?
All yellow.
That's so cool. There's no internet here. What?
Yeah.
I also feel like I should apologize to anybody watching this that they should have subtitled me.
Yeah.
Whining.
Oh.
No, it makes about as much sense.
No.
So the morning after...
Incoherent girl babble.
Incoherent Japanese girl babble. I imagine also like at least 20% of this is code switching over to Japanese because my character's just elsewhere.
Yeah.
I figure actually she would have redone the hilt in a proper traditional tanto.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to...
I just assumed that's what you did.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you wake up and...
Detangle myself from about 6 girls. What?
Pretty much.
Okay.
There's a...
Again, this character basically is Nico Minoru. Did you ever watch Runaways Far Enough?
Yes.
Yeah. The point when she's inducted into the coven.
Yeah.
And has to detangle herself from about 6 girls.
Anyway... You detangle yourself from about 6 girls. You detangle yourself from one Amazonian goddess and 2 smaller women.
Yeah.
Also, you have the very specific sensation of
Shame.
sticky.
Mm.
Sticky.
And
I need a bath.
when you
Would
go,
you like to know what's not... Sir not appearing at Electric Forest?
I didn't say it had to be a real bath.
also you step out to he's going to the Jello bath.
No, I imagine he's doing, the proper baby wipe bath of shame.
There's enough bottled water here.
Baby wipe bath of shame.
You could always go to the mud bath. Anyway, when you go out to relieve yourself in the morning, it's like
you don't know. You could have just let that be. You could have just gone with, you walk outside, you're just like, oh, daylight. Because I feel like that's how it would be.
several women are actually getting together a breakfast of mostly fruits and nuts.
Cool.
Figs, dates, almonds.
I'm going to be in that sort of haze where I feel like I should be ashamed of literally everything, but I'm still too zoned out to care. I'll just quietly munch on a fig. So, I don't remember as much as if there's someone, you know, like nearby that's... I don't remember as much as I should of last night, but I made a complete fool out of myself, didn't I?
We're just assuming it's your first time.
That's fair.
Everybody reacts differently to the truth.
You saw the truth. This is great.
A truth.
A truth.
Specific to her.
Yeah, my truth is I don't have Wi-Fi and it freaks me out. Also, I don't really trust Herr Dr. Geist.
I don't think either of us do.
You also
To be fair.
you do notice that your
I saw the gun and I went, that shouldn't do that.
you also find that there's a wrapping around your wrist.
Is it tender?
Yeah.
Left wrist, right wrist.
Left wrist.
Well, either I got more depressed than usual, or I have been marked. I'm going to go 75% chance on marked and look later. You are now part of this tribe, oh Lord. We will call in a favor. Of course you will.
Am I right in thinking it's the one with dancer in the name?
No.
No? Okay.
No, not even remotely.
Good. I was a bit more concerned.
Oh, Lord, no.
I was told what they're like, and I was just like, kind of glad I'm not there.
A, B, but C, the most important thing is...
So these...
The most important thing is what normal World of Darkness does is IR Evil Club You in Head is a little too unsubtle for the way I've always run games, and Kevin spent too much time in my games to be, you know, going with the IR Evil Club You in Head logic.
Yeah.
No, if you read enough Werewolf original, you know, basically the characters spend too much time bombing McDonald's to do anything useful.
Yeah.
And Toys R Us.
And Toys R Us. And Walmart.
Yeah.
Walmart, not as much, because Toys R Us is where you get the, you know, weird-ass G.I. Joe knockoffs that, you know, are targeting the Garu.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, the old World of Darkness with all the pentext nonsense turns real weird on the subtext of it all. Because, in one way, logically, bombing McDonald's is actually a fine, noble thing because they're poisoning humanity. It's just so cartoonishly evil that it's nonsense.
Okay. So then my other guess of what these are is a type of fairy.
There is at least an 85% chance that I ran across a Coven of Verbena mages.
Yeah.
That's the highest likelihood. Everything else comes in different, you know. I mean, these could be...
I just try to remember this.
These could be Black Furies, but the likelihood's comparatively low since, again, Black Furies are cartoonishly, you know, man-hating dykes. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mean that as a slur. I mean that as the books were written
That's the
really
caricature that the
squirrely.
books
They're
give. Yeah.
crazy.
I have read that one specifically. It does say
Yeah, no,
basically that.
They're the Greek Amazons.
No, the Greek Amazons that, you know, can't tolerate, you know, put any male cub to death or farm them out, sort of thing. It gets a little odd. books written in the 90s have a different social vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing I could think of on that was explain the door. It was like maybe fairy-esque.
The problem with the Fae is Fae in World of Darkness are...
It would explain Dead Zone in a way, to me at least.
Again, World of Darkness. Like I say, the Verbena are a sect of mages that are the druidic ones.
Yeah.
So there's... It has a lot more trappings of that, because the Fae, are actually more likely to embrace the magic of Electric Forest without isolating themselves from it. The ritual of it is more toward the magic aspect, just in the way they're portrayed in the original source. So,
That said.
Yeah.
That said, you're now a werewolf. Ow. You've been inducted in the Black Furies. I'm changing to Red Glasswalker tomorrow. Here's my paperwork. We don't require paperwork. I require paperwork.
I do. I need this in writing.
Yes. So anyway, go on.
I know better.
Well, what are you doing?
Seeing if there's any response. I'm not, like I say, I'm not taking the wrist wrap off until, it becomes necessary. That just seems rude.
Mm.
Is my knife gone?
No.
Okay. Then I'm fine.
Yeah.
Wait, is my phone gone?
No.
Part of me was hoping, because it would have been real funny.
No.
Because literally all that would require is they go out and steal somebody else's phone, jailbreak it for giggles, and then go...
your phone.
Excuse me, I need this. Click. How'd you get past my password lock? Please. So anyway...
You're basically... the dude from Armageddon. Free calling everywhere.
Free calling everywhere. So, alright. So is anybody wanting to talk to me about, this being my first ritual and all this?
Not really.
Okay. Do they all turn cold shoulders and I leave in shame again?
No.
Okay.
You're not pushed out or anything, but
Okay.
they seem to be milling about. They're actually clothed now.
Fair enough. If that's the implication, I will retrieve my clothes and put them back.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Just to... So... The crows. Nobody's picking my bait? Okay.
Well, I mean, yeah, they're crows.
Yeah.
They show up.
They talk to a lot of people, too.
Crows will be crows. I mean, you give them some food, they'll give you a present. Because crows are crows.
I missed my opportunity. I should have given one of my 5 mushrooms and seen what it would have brought back for me. Dude, look, the crow picks it up, looks at it. Everybody knows the badger gives these to everybody.
Give it a postage stamp.
Exactly.
Now I want
Oh, this is a forever stamp.
Now I want to give a crow something random. Not to be mean, just to go, here.
Yeah. I should probably go check in on Derek. So...
I would be wandering back to the tent and then hydrating a lot and cleaning myself.
Yeah, I imagine I walk back to the Subaru, see more of Derek than I ever wanted to.
No.
Smelled more of Derek than
I would have been hidden.
No, he was inside the tent cleaning up. As soon as you unzip the tent, Woof.
You would have seen cover. There would have been. Whoop.
Yeah, if you're going to try to take a shower in Dasani, it's going to, not end well. And...
Dasani's gross.
Yeah, that's why you take a shower at Chucklehead.
I know.
Oh my god. No, my point is, when you're getting all modest and, squirrely at a burner festival, wow.
All the other burners wondered about his first time.
His first time.
Eh.
I've seen more of, 200 women at this thing than you apparently are able to show of yourself. I'm okay. I'm just grabbing some Blue Moon and getting back out. Gotta rehydrate.
Yeah. Got Blue Moon? Hell yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't think I just put up the bat signal for the lesbians any more than, my Subaru Outback. Hi there.
Okay.
Speaking of which, one of the guys was like, "That your car?" "Oh, that's hers." And they went, "Oh."
Yeah, also, what are you going to do about the 4 firemen in your tent?
Well, he said he was going in there to shower, and they're just they're just laying on the floor going.
It would be at this point, still strung out slightly, going, "There's people in here.
Well, yeah, you were.
This is our tent, right?" Looks out. That's the car.
You weren't using it.
Yeah, I wandered past, pop open the. Is this our tent? This is our car? Not my problem.
I'm confused here.
Well, yeah, because I've already had, Actually, I'm going to go find some place that's making knockoff Egg McMuffins, because that's what I'm craving.
That sounds good.
I'm not inviting you along. You're in there showering with firemen. You do you. Or them. I
didn't know they were here until...
No, of course not. Also... Might want to spray some all-surface Lysol in there when you get done, because it's got
fully intended.
It's got a funk not dissimilar to your.
You sure we don't want to just return this tent the way it is?
It's your tent now.
No.
Okay.
We're not going to return it to Dr. Geiss. Here's your tent back.
Are you kidding? He'd make us return it to the Soviet army, okay?
Why does it smell of shame?
You find a...
Jersey.
She's playing with the fan.
No, she's trying to get her bone. You find a...
Oh, so that makes her just like Tay-Tay's character?
Mm-hmm.
Shut up.
Set and...
A communal cooking area under a tarpaulin.
Oops.
Nice.
Is making the victuals for the festival folk.
Okay.
Apparently, a bunch of other people liked your idea because there's
A mass of McMuffins.
Yeah.
No, to be honest, it is wake up food.
Satisfyingly greasy.
Yes.
Good.
And the amount of hot sauce available is substantial. Also, some...
See, the best part of it is you throw that in there and suddenly I'm going to the opening credits of Dexter and it doesn't stop things.
Also, there's gochujang, if that's of your caliber.
No, I'm Japanese. I'd want some Nanami Togarashi.
Well, they don't have that.
Savages.
You can either have the Louisiana hot sauce or gochujang.
That would be what Derek has.
Louisiana hot sauce. He's going to ask if they have any Hoppin' John. Collard greens. Grits.
No.
Wow. Anyway, there is a buzz going around about the rave that's going to happen tonight.
Oh boy.
See, I imagine, honestly, the morning at, Electric Forest is vaguely overcast to the point that literally all color leaches out of the world and nothing makes sense. Just because you wake up from, a night of just absolute
Bacchanalia.
Yeah. And the daylight in reality is a completely different color. Okay. Yeah. Gonna go back in my notes on what we're supposed to achieve here and still be confused by the lack of direction he gave, unless all of this was a huge desperate ploy to get Derek laid. Maybe, make him a little less uptight.
That's impossible.
Scroll. Also, I'm going to spend all my time outside of the fairy circle checking all my news groups, checking all my forums.
What did I miss?
It's all back. It's all back.
Literally, I just walk past and people are like, yeah.
That felt good yesterday. It feels weird now.
I think we're getting a little bit of a voltage leak from something overhead.
Mm-hmm.
Weird.
All right, so
actually, at this point, I'm going to do some deep diving on the Electric Forest subforums to see if I can make, once again, pull up my conspiracy, board app and start trying to, plug different things in and make copious use of the Red Yarn app.
Mm. There are a couple people talking about the party they had over at the goth tent, and that they has anyone seen where the Rainbow Badger went?
This is not really helping my conspiracy board.
And there are some people missing and they were last heard of going to the porta potties.
No, I just connected something very, very, very wrong, and I was so annoyed with you about this. If at any point I peel back these wrappings and I see a Black Widow, tattoo, symbolizing that I'm now, inducted into X, I'm going to, flip a table.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I didn't. Left wrist again. How else do you become a pattern spider?
Next thing you know,
How much?
cactus limb.
How exactly? To what lengths would you go to have the best connection to the web?
I'm not saying I wouldn't. I'm not saying I wouldn't want to turn into a spider roughly the size of a, bulldozer. I'm just saying, it gets a little convenient.
And you saw a cactus fly by you. What?
What? What you thought was a...
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
so
and there's
Rainbow Badger.
Yeah, people haven't seen the Rainbow Badger.
In the morning?
Yeah. I haven't seen him since.
He only comes out at night.
Oh.
He's a mythical figure.
He brings gifts. That expand your horizons.
Wait. So in your mind, you're calling him Badger Claws?
No. Get your crap and get out.
Sorry, buddy. You set that one up.
Strobe exit! Go!
Actually, Strobe
Strobe is that way.
Yeah, Strobe exit's the window.
Always the window.
Always the window.
It would have to be these windows.
Oh, Strobe exit. Alright, so Badger Claws is nowhere to be seen. You brought this on yourself. Yeah, no, stabbing it in your eyes is not going to help. It's the ear. That's what's... Alright.
I just need about that much to get through a shirt.
So Badger Claws is nowhere to be seen.
Correct. Their disappearances around
the porta potties.
Centered around the porta potties.
Well,
kind of figured.
Now I know what Derek's going to be up to. It's going to be hard explaining to Herr Dr. Geist why all of Derek's clothes are stained blue, but that's beside the point.
Somebody decided to push over one of the things.
There's
and retrieved you from
there's rumors of sightings of UFOs.
I joined the Blue Man Group, and not the way I wanted to.
Several people are claiming to have seen an angel.
Oh boy.
Or having other religious experiences.
Yeah.
I saw God, now his devil's inside her. Alright. Yeah, I'm going to file these in, like a to-do list. Because I'm sure we're going to...
And there were the weird chantings that was heard. The howling.
Oh, no. I understand that one because every techno band at a burner festival at some point or another has to do Immigrant Song.
Fair enough. Anything else? Oh, and the Lady in Black is going to be playing tonight.
Based on the description of the party with the goths drinking blood, is there anybody talking about how their adoration of the Lady in Black, seemed to spike after,
Oh, everybody. I mean, if you've heard of her, you're a fan.
No, I'm wondering if, all of her road crew are not blood-bound. Is this where you really dog me again for never taking a cult for this character?
I mean, what is Bloodbound anyway?
Right?
You could.
You know how hard it would be for me to justify putting points into a cult, considering my character, all but walks the other direction when trying to rationalize the supernatural?
I could almost. I mean, after seeing the gun,
and the
go,
and the show at the Pylon was amazing last night.
it was one of the
What
other
was
places.
the show at the Pylon? Any descriptions of that? Any videos?
Oh, there are plenty of videos.
And
It was it was like virtual reality in the sky.
Awesome. And there was a hippo.
No. Think, what the hell's that? Virtual idol?
What? Hatsune Miku?
Yeah. Hatsune Miku. Think that. That was an entire, like, girl band.
Again, you're still talking about Hatsune Miku.
Yep.
Well, something like that. Except it was hyper-realistic.
Cool.
So, the light tower that had no... Was this the light tower that had no Wi-Fi?
Mm-hmm.
And they projected a hyper-real hologram above it?
Oh, no, basically the hyper-realistic hologram was just above people's heads, performing throughout the area around the pylon.
Dude.
Okay, now I feel sad that, because that would have been my jam. Instead, I get to be inducted into the sisterhood of the, Weeping Willow. You got something? Got something you want to say? Do you?
No.
Okay.
I met an Amazon, but that's about it.
Okay.
That's all Derek would say at breakfast.
Yeah, no, I
He would've showed up
I
late.
imagine, honestly, Derek shows up at the food tent, and, I'm at an Amazon, puts away, like, five McMuffins, and, like, a 2-liter of, protein drink. Gotta rehydrate. I feel a little drained. Yeah, you look paler.
Sunken cheeks.
Yeah.
Pitted eyes.
I did too much drugs.
That wasn't the result of the drugs, big
Mm-hmm.
man.
Derek doesn't know any
She
better
could
than
have
that.
crushed your head like sparrow's eggs.
Yeah, I was
between
waiting
those
for that joke. It
thighs.
took too long.
Unlike Derek.
They bargained until they were both satisfied.
Nice. They haggled
They haggled.
until they were both satisfied.
Compromised.
Compromise back and forth until they're both set. So anyway, I
And
really,
our first thought was low decks.
yeah, probably.
Lower decks.
Lower decks that game.
No, I
Because
love
they
it.
compromised, nobody was actually happy. It just worked.
If that's what compromise is.
It's not the official definition, but it's the one I use.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Right. I don't have any logic, so I think it's going to go back. Going to go back and see what the sisterhood can, ask them questions, because they've got a better hookup for
There are a
it.
few of the women are still in there, but most seem to be out and about. Running around the festival.
Doing festival things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna ask, the only thing that logically we can follow up on that Herr Dr. Geist might be interested in would be the burn-ins.
Killings.
The disappearance.
The disappearances.
Disappearances.
Yeah. The hang-ins.
Abductions.
Yep, the disappearances. Yeah, see if I can get any insight from them.
Well, none of ours are missing. That means we're not very concerned.
Reaches over at you. That includes you.
I've not been inducted.
Oh, you followed?
No.
No, he was going back.
I would be going around to ask what I missed.
From whom?
Probably like somebody at breakfast while I'm eating.
Dude, you missed the dragon.
I missed a dragon?
You missed the dragon. Oh, a dragon showed up and it was awesome. And then it had sky dancing with the fairy queen, and it was amazing. The rainbows came out, and they were just spraying stuff everywhere.
I can't say that's more fun than what I did, but that's still awesome.
And then the unicorns. Holy crap.
The unicorns?
A whole herd of them. Ran right through.
I feel like this guy is joshing me. But
no.
we're going to
He
go
was
with it.
high as a kite at a burner festival.
He never stopped being high.
Nah, the guy shakes and says, nah, the aliens came down from
where?
the intergalactic confederation of sentient beings. And they told us all that we are going to be inducted. And then brought up to the Alien Elysium.
Does this guy have a tinfoil hat? Please say he has a tinfoil hat.
No, that's to keep the aliens out. And he wants to join with the Grand Hive Mind.
Dude, you're going to be having to set up a homestead in Nairobi to take care of your giggling cubs. I don't think this guy is going to be, moving the needle.
I don't know that yet.
I know that.
The chicken wanders by.
Chicken!
Yeah, the chicken wanders by, the two of them share a glance of shame.
No glance of shame. Fist bump. Fist bump chicken.
Not even going to follow that to its
Nope.
logical conclusion.
Fisting the chicken.
No.
What do you want from a bunch of drugged out burners?
Some shred of something interesting other than their drug-fueled crazy?
How can you tell the difference?
Yeah.
True.
At a World of Darkness rave.
I need a cult. Let's go. I could get it.
What are you doing then? Who's stopping you?
You know how much point
Oh my
did it
god.
cost?
Really? You're gonna push
This
me
is the
on
game
this?
you can only put 1 point in, correct?
At a time.
Yeah.
Every time.
If I'm not mistaken, it's usually 3.
Let me double check.
3 experience to get the first dot.
And then it goes...
2 times current.
Yeah, that sounds right.
So I at least have a dot at this point because I can't put any more.
Well, or were there other skills you were going to put into?
The heck is Animal Chem?
That's your ability to actually, interact with critters.
Fuzzies.
Oh.
Furries. Wait, no.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah,
He telegraphed it.
I did. Yeah, new ability 3, ability current rating times 2.
Anything else?
Do you have anything at 2 that you want to bump up?
Awareness.
Then
And
do
alertness.
it. That would cover your 7. Take a point of occult and bump something up to 3 from 2. That would cover your 7.
Which would you think would be better? Alertness or awareness?
Doesn't really matter in general. World of Darkness, you have a 50-50 chance of using one or the other.
I'll throw it in awareness.
Awareness is supernatural. Yeah.
That was what I thought it was. I just was trying to figure that out. Figures.
Okay.
No, I figured if I was going to pick up anything, it would be investigation. And I'm not doing that. I'm probably going to try to save for my cyberkinetics. As soon as I figure out how much that's going to cost.
I believe that's in the actual
I think it is.
Supernet, like the...
I think it is, but I never...
I think it's like 7 times current.
It's stupid high, I remember that. And I think we figured that out from somewhere else because it's not listed here, and I think I'd have to go back to another book, like an old OWAD book. Because the experience expenditure chart in here is literally go to your V20 book, page 45. All right, so... They're not carrying a slight if it's not one of their people.
I would assume it's just regular random people that wanted to go.
Huh? Wanted to
that
go
are
where?
disappearing.
No. This is something comparatively sinister because it's specifically set up to be, but I don't know enough to figure out what the comparative sinister is.
The disappearance were around the Porta Johns, correct?
And the Porta Johns are specifically a dead zone.
Yeah.
The Fey Ring is a dead zone for obvious reasons.
So
the
it's
backstage,
tower.
the light tower, there's no logic why that's a dead zone because...
It's like literally first paragraph.
What page though?
70.
70? The hell? Oh, because it's in the...
Purchasing Numina.
Okay, so how much is it times 7?
Current times 7.
Well, and we've got to get through 4 more adventures before we even think about,
Tell Rob he should take off more.
Yeah, Rob, go to hell. Either that or we roll him a new character.
Yeah.
And then he embarrasses us.
True.
Alright, so...
We would tell him he'd have to dial it back from last time.
No, because it's a different character.
Yeah.
He'd dial it in a different direction. Okay, so essentially...
Make it allowed to let there be money flow.
The only thing I can follow on the lack of Wi-Fi at the light tower is whoever's setting it up desperately wants to shield it from any outside interference because the dead zone is specifically a Wi-Fi dead zone, but that doesn't mean that they aren't running computer equipment and so on. It's just everything would have to be hardwired and remote, which means, again, they're keeping people from dicking with the performance. There's a boosty at the Techno Fetishists, which is what I'm assuming the light tower is hooked to remotely. The backstage is a dead zone because I'm assuming she is...
Oh, that's not a dead zone anymore.
Okay. I have no idea why she made it a dead zone at the time. That makes...
For the disappearances.
The burn-ins.
Yeah.
No, the problem is I'm trying to figure out who would benefit from a dead zone at the porta potties and then make their abductions therein. And my only guess is it's a similar idea with the Fey Ring where it would be a specific group that is using a different, clued in magic, and therefore, because logically, the Fey Ring, whatever group they're part of, they go super earthy, vaguely shamanistic, and it only makes sense. It's outside of their tradition. It's outside of their, thing. If we were running werewolves and we were running that, they wouldn't need the Wi-Fi because they're already hooked into the, gifts and the animism and all that. That said, they wouldn't specifically shut it down, which is why I'm saying it's probably not werewolves. It's probably verbena mages. The porta potties I can't make any sense of.
Porta potties were also the only place I ran into somebody who was wearing a mask Other than the
Yeah, but that
came
doesn't necessarily mean that it's because that specifically was Kevin making a joke based on a real life experience of someone we knew. So I can't count that as an actual. What do you mean? The only place the badger and the chicken both have masks.
Other than the giant furry things. This was the only person that had a half mask.
Yeah, again, it may just have been, a colorful reference. I don't think it points to anything. I'm not going to stake any likelihood on that simply because there isn't enough evidence.
True.
So, because I'm more likely thinking that this is masking something very specific, but I don't know what it could be. Now that you've taken a point in a cult, you could maybe try to roll that.
Yep.
I'm sorry, did I take up too much time?
No.
Okay. Because I know I'm not getting anywhere on this. Best that I've got is my character got high as a kite and had an experience, which is significant and meaningful for my character, maybe, but doesn't move the plot along.
Nope.
So, I will have texted all this information to Derek in the hopes that he has a sudden blinding flash of insight and remembers to share this with me.
Okay.
Because if he doesn't have a sudden blinding flash of insight that he then replies back with, I'm never going to hear about it again.
Yeah, probably.
Hey, did you get that thing I sent you? What now?
Okay, so what are you doing? And where are you doing it?
Well, the only logical thing is once he gets this and, he's got to go somewhere private to sit and read it. So he's going to go take a long, morning dump and then get abducted from the porta potties.
They don't have no Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that's fine. You've already downloaded it.
Yeah.
So take your dump and roll your dice. Are you going to ask what, you should be rolling?
What do you want?
To piece it together. Kevin's like, I'm not giving you this on a roll. You have to do the work.
I was going to suggest I go back to the car where it's slightly quieter.
Do not take a dump in my Subaru.
Not a dump in your Subaru.
Okay, don't take a dump beside my Subaru.
Or, no, it would have
No,
just
I'm
been
imagining
hanging out at
the fireman, getting up, unzipping, crawling out, and they see him, pants around his ankles, squatting next to the rear tire of the Subaru. His face red and his neck muscles corded. He had a lot of cheese.
His face would not turn red. It just gets darker.
Right. Here I am being ethnocentric like I shouldn't be.
Shame on you.
Okay, he bursts a blood vessel in one of his eyes.
That's
Also, the third fireman has the
No.
guy leaning around tree meme.
Nice. Nice. That was better than...
Call me Chuck Berry.
Okay. You managed.
What do you want the roll to be?
You managed to get that under the wire. Very, very good. All right.
I'm pretty sure I know what it's going to end up being. Unless it's the high one that I got.
Are you gonna check off a willpower to make sure you actually succeed, since you are rolling so few dice? It could be, honestly, it could have been perception. It could have been wit. It could be any mental stat.
That'd be great. Wits would be great.
Yeah, I know better than to think it should be wits, but I'm saying it could be in any smirts stat. Yeah. Throw dice on the floor. Good plan. Good plan, great plan.
Best plan.
Let's just go with intelligence.
Okay.
Did you want to spend a willpower?
I probably should.
You probably should. So that when you botch, you lose that one die you just bought.
No. I made a single success.
Which means 2 successes.
Yeah.
And what particular thing...
insight were you trying to dig for?
Specific things Fae related that would deal with...
With poop?
You know.
You're on your own on this one. I got nothing to add.
It's one of those moments where I'm trying to think of anything.
What weirdness are you focusing on?
The disappearances of the porta potty in
Yeah.
the midst of a Wi-Fi blackout. What logic would go with this, especially... There are, what, 3 disappearances?
I can't remember what I had said before. But yes, I'll say 3.
Okay, 3.
You're really racking your brain. Give me a perception and alertness roll.
Oh, hey.
Not the one I boosted, but still.
That's when he notices the graffiti. Oh, dear God, they've come for me. I can't... Skit.
Okay.
Okay, so that was 3 successes.
Yeah.
You have no bars here. Not only do you have no Wi-Fi, there's no signal at all.
Huh. Well, time to go get some signal. Figure this out.
That was probably your clue right
Yeah.
there. There's no bars.
No, nothing.
Not just Wi-Fi. There's no nothings.
There's still...
No service. Not even emergency service.
Weird.
I love the fact that we're at a burner festival in the world of darkness. And this is enough to get him go weird.
Duct tape.
Even
That's-
emergency is not existent. That's interesting.
Okay.
I've never
That's
had
the-
emergency not existent. Would.
Not even roaming. I've cracked the case. I was going to make a really belabored, Italian joke, ancient.
Then you
And
thought
there was
better.
no Romans, and I gave up. I gave up because it was really labored and it got us no closer to it. Werewolf, Wild Rome.
Yeah. Etruscans.
Etruscans. How many Etruscan slave boys do we get? We start with 1. But he trains all the others. So,
At this point, I would leave out and be like, it's not just Wi-Fi. Its signal at all is just gone.
yeah.
Are you waiting until you can
Yeah.
get signal back?
Yeah.
Okay. You leave the porta potty area and you get signal back.
This is as soon as I leave the whatever lineup of porta potties, or is it the moment I walk out of the threshold?
You
of
have
that
to get outside the area.
Yes.
It's probably clearly marked off, probably with a line of chalk. And as soon as you cross the line of chalk, that's likely when the bars come back and the Wi-Fi comes back.
No, it's more like perimeter of... It seems to be more... I mean, if you were to spend the time and devote the time,
Yeah.
you can actually get a certain radius.
Yeah, I would do that.
Okay.
Okay.
There's a radius around a central point where the porta potties are within that point.
Sir. Go out. Get signal back. Explain this whole scenario. what I just spent probably 30, 45 minutes doing before I forget to tell you.
So, okay, let me lay this out the way I understand it. So your character, after taking just a transcendental crap, the kind where you see God and the angels call out with clarions, horns from on high, you then spend the following 45 minutes playing hokey pokey with Wi-Fi to then document in the longest thing that my character has ever seen you say, at least 300 words in like 8 separate text message updates to my character over Messenger. I will reply back.
Oh no. SMS.
Okay, that's fine. SMS. All of that in like 8 separate messages with all your facts, all your documentations, the specific central point, which oddly is in the porta potty area, but not necessarily in a porta potty itself. But you have literally mapped out, geopositioning and texting and all of this. My character will reply back with a single lowercase k.
And at this point, we just see Derek go, walks over to the bar, goes,
Jungle, he just does a keg stand in the in the trash can.
I'm better.
A trash can keg stand.
There is a guy in full scuba gear walking around in fins. He takes the guy's snorkel.
Yeah, sure.
That is the greatest idea I've ever heard. Because I imagine now that the guy in the full scuba gear...
Happy New Year.
Oh, yeah.
HFNY. All right. I imagine the guy in full scuba gear has... Really? The guy in full scuba gear has one tank that is pure oxygen and one tank that is nitrous oxide.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Click. Documented.
All right. So the set... What? Why? Why you gotta hate?
No, I'm not hating. I think it's a hilarious, a great idea. And
Also-
he's a dentist.
Also, the snorkel doubles as a bong.
I kind of figured.
That would be great. Just
Now
have
he
an entire
has-
tank of aerosolized, pot smoke. It's the chronic,
Now he has fruity nitrous. Or whatever's in there.
So anyway, does this level any insights? Is the center point of the radius that he's mapped out have any meaning?
You going there?
I'd be going back to it. I stepped out to message all of that, and then was going to go back after taking a big old...
So you put your left foot out. Then you put your left foot
I'm
in.
going to slap you. He
Kevin?
might as well.
Kevin, he's figured out what it really is all about.
Where's the stick?
So,
Stick's gone.
Okay. I'll wander over and
you meet up in the center of the porta potty field.
no. At this point, based on what he's given me, I literally standing back. I will just do a geolocation from a satellite feed and pinpoint. Is there anything from the satellite level zoomed down to a decent granularity that center has any significance?
this point, it'd be all.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of foot
walk.
traffic through here, so.
But is the center of this, is there any
It's
structure?
a weirdly open circle in the middle of a forest.
No, there's
a
no
field.
forest. We're in a field. It literally is just a big field. Yeah.
I mean, disturbed earth. But that's all around. There's foot traffic.
Derek, go to the exact center. Stab it with your knife.
Okay.
I'll stay out of the radius. See what happens. We've either crossed the threshold into how did these guys short circuit my plot, or this is literally the stupidest thing I have ever heard. And it's a very, very, very tight line.
Oh, no.
And when Kevin picks up his dice, we know we've hit that tight line.
Woo! This is either going to get dumb or awesome.
Dude, I just told you to take a moon silver and soul steel Damascus blade and stab the dirt at a burner festival pre-noon. It cannot get any dumber.
Eh?
And when
It's
Kevin
just a
picked up his
Tuesday.
dice, we know... No, it's like Saturday morning.
Meh.
Okay, so. Several things happen.
Yay.
You hit something under the dirt.
Cool.
It screams and bleeds.
No. Something solid.
Move the dirt away. With the knife, moving the dirt.
There is a.
I have learned not to touch things.
You actually find two things. One, wire, and two, a plastic case.
I'll text him, tell him to dig it. Oh.
The second thing that happens.
Kaboom!
No, that would be great. Yet another Tay-Tay character that dies horribly to C4. Inexplicable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The second thing that happens is.
Your hair?
Make a roll.
Oh! And it's you making the roll, not me. That's even more interesting.
A cyberkinesis roll.
I know where you were going with this.
Interesting.
I knew exactly where you were going with this.
Now, I would try and figure out some
You
way to
unearth
pick
a
it up.
plastic case with a wire. Hold on.
Okay. Ooh. Ooh.
4 successes. We needed 5.
Yeah.
You hear shortwave squawks.
Huh.
I'm gonna feed that into my phone and try to decode it.
Something very close to military jargon, saying that
The perimeter has been breached.
cone of silence compromised.
Ooh.
Is the Wi-Fi back on all of a sudden?
Not yet.
Dig it the fuck up.
Okay.
And also,
I will be taking some way to just not shirt. Pick it up with the shirt.
You gotta
I'm
dig it out
touching
first.
nothing
Gotta dig it out first.
by hand. Oh yeah.
don't know how to.
Okay.
2 norms in sight.
I'm
Not
standing
normal.
out. I'm standing outside the ring in the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 2 norms in sight.
Bead drawn on one.
Oh. Oh boy. I hope you get the Wi-Fi back soon.
No. I got something better. If there's a bead drawn on you, and you are likely one of the norms that's being...
It'd be amazing if I was the one hearing this, because at that point I would have just gone,
So, I'm assuming I'm going to hope that this is the dice I get to roll on this, because if it's not, I'm a little boned. And I'll probably be spending a willpower on that. Hey, everybody! The Rainbow Badger's over there by the porta potties! And he's giving away some premium stuff! Better hurry!
Interesting tactic. What was the role you were hoping to make?
Manipulation and subterfuge.
Oh,
Get,
oh man.
get the crowd riled and get them... Yeah, spending a willpower. Because if they've got a bead drawn on you, I'm going to try to save your life.
You're going to tell me this, and then I'm just going to be appreciative of you.
Naturally, I cancel the 1. 4 successes.
Okay.
Yeah.
There is a surge of people heading towards the...
What do the squawks do?
It takes a minute to get and decipher and decode, decrypt. You hear...
That was a super delayed firework.
It kind of was, yeah.
a call
By
to
10 minutes.
hold off. Crowd is on the move.
Yeah, I'm going to try to melt back in, get myself like a nice, like blue and gray Henley, and maybe hemp skirt, and just kind of, look, I'm no longer the goth girl that's, so clearly obvious in the crowd.
You managed to pull the case up. It actually looks to be kind of like a plastic tackle box with some holes drilled into it and the wire coming up, feeding up out of the holes.
You're going to have to cut the wire to get it the
Oh,
fuck
yeah.
out of there.
Cutting the wire.
And wondering why there's a crowd descending on you?
I hear
No, with that it's slice. I'm pretty sure that's above razor sharp.
Uh-huh.
it would be.
Okay.
I like this knife.
Yeah.
GTFO.
Oh yeah.
The crowd
I'm
is
shirtless
heading
because
in,
I'm not holding this by hand.
and you are taking off.
I will. Darn it! I don't have larceny.
For what?
Just,
Steal a shirt or a hoodie off somebody that's wearing it around their waist.
no. I can fill this in for you. I can fill this in and make it real simple for
Sure.
you. Hey, who's got some body paint?
Yes.
Being shirtless at, the forest is not hard to,
I have lost
deal.
my shirt. I need new paint.
So you're standing there while people paint you.
Oh yeah.
No, get some paint and go.
Oh, paint and
just smear and leave.
Handprints everywhere. Because that's all I'm gonna give time to.
Okay. The dead spot seems to be moving. It's smaller now, but it's moving. Also, when you get there,
I'm not heading toward him.
Okay.
I am essentially trying to track where the dead zone is, and as soon as I get an idea, I assume he's doing the stupid thing and heading back to our car.
Assuming so, yeah.
I'm assuming at this point it's time to GTFO.
No, I'm going to, is there anybody that looks awake, aware, and maybe physically fit?
Not really. Like people paying attention to.
No, I'm talking. I'm talking like somebody. Somebody not quite as straight edge as Chuckles over here, but like maybe a wandering high school kid that had no idea what he was getting into, but his parents said, "Oh, it's a music festival. Sure, you can go." And he's sitting there going, "Why are all these people drinking and doing drugs? That's so weird. I just want to listen to music." That guy. That's what I'm looking for.
Sure.
Okay. As soon as I track down, little Billy Straight Edge, I'm going to give him $100 bill, tell him to look for this black guy. He's heading that way. Could you take him a message and tell him to meet me here? Which is nowhere near our car.
Okay.
And I'm not telling little Billy Straight Edge that, that it's not the car. I'm just telling him to take this note, essentially, to this guy.
Okay.
And I'm going to book out in the other direction looking for... Stop
it.
I'm looking for a car, semi-vintage, likely pre-1970.
That's weirdly specific for no reason.
No, it's not.
I know why it
specific.
is.
It's extraordinarily specific.
I full know why.
Maybe a classic car show on the edge of the festival because reasons. I don't know. I'm just looking for something,
You find a Volkswagen van.
Are there any people around it?
I buy this car.
Yeah, no, that's my plan.
There's a couple of aged hippies.
Deadheads?
Sure.
Alright. I will bust into my quickest patented, I've always loved these. These are such a sign of classic Americana. I'd kill to have one. Would you be interested in selling this for, I don't know, $10,000 on the spot?
Okay, man. That's like a house.
Now, if they're aging deadheads, there's a 50% chance that they're, stupidly wealthy.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Then I will arrange payment and try to get Derek's attention some way or the other. Actually, no. I'll go to the rendezvous point that I had, kind of told
You sure
the
it's
kid.
not tie-dyed?
Doesn't matter. That's all I'm after.
Yeah.
So I'll try to get to the rendezvous point that I'd signaled him to, so we can GTFO long enough to figure out what this thing is. Also, is there any sign of military moving in?
No.
Okay. Well, then it's Project Twilight. Excellent.
So a kid shows up by the Subaru.
Who are you?
Hands you a note.
Tall.
Okay.
I need specific information. Here's your specific information. That means nothing to me.
It's just a name. It would be...
Get over here, you hulking lummox.
Oh. It's that line that I'm like...
Oh, okay.
Okay. Quick, just give me the note. Alright. And just...
Ooh, Blue Moon.
Nice.
Feel free.
That's what my mom drinks. Oh.
That's what my sister drinks.
Oh.
Okay. He shows up, lugging a tackle box.
Okay.
In a shirt.
I'll just get in. We're leaving. I assume the van starts.
Yeah,
Ish.
but the dead zone's still around.
Yeah,
I'm the dead zone.
that's fine. We'll take off.
Okay.
We'll go. Actually, you drive. I'm gonna disassemble this thing.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll head off on some back roads and see if I can. You want a tech roll?
You're gonna open the box.
What's in the box?
Why wouldn't I?
Okay. It's a frequency jammer.
Okay, I'm going to go look it over, make sure there's no logical way to track this once I shut down this frequency jammer.
No.
Okay.
No GPS on it.
Okay. Well, GPS or
Load in.
triangulation.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
It's just a frequency jammer made from over-the-counter, off-the-shelf parts.
Okay.
Meant to jam cell signals, Wi-Fi.
I love the fact. I honestly love the fact that, we may have stumbled onto the dumbest plot ever, where literally it was just the the festival staff that set this up so they wouldn't get any weird, horrible, spy cams in the porta potties. This literally could be the dumbest, biggest red herring handy, where it was all set up for very mundane, logical reasons.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
It would be amazing.
I would be disappointed.
Are you kidding?
No,
I have managed to, undo the dumbest plot of all of them. There's Faye over here. There's Garu over here. There's, mages over here. And my character's like, the concert staff's up to something sinister.
That would be the absolute right avenue for our group to go down.
Yeah.
I know exactly how that could go.
Porta-John porn available again.
Well, no, it's literally let's enumerate this. I have investigated the Fey Ring and found it to be just a sisterhood of some, specific ritual that happens to have a dead zone. The porta potties, the completeness of the Wi-Fi, zone really disturbed me. So we had to take, and the fact that you found the hidden signal jammer, this was, the fact that it was shortwave means it was probably, festival staff on their walkie-talkies, who were monitoring it. So we have disrupted, the dumbest thing available. The backstage with the lady in black, that's the big plot thing that we've just kind of backburnered because it just seems like a Toreador on a rampage. The light tower and the techno guys are also logically just flavor, but we managed to literally track down the thing that probably could exist in the real world.
The most mundane. And, back burner BS.
I know.
Crap.
I know, but this was what we glommed onto.
I'm alright with this. This is funny enough.
Yes, keep that in mind when we lose our stipend and our fellowships at, Funko University.
There is one thread on the Electric Forest site that seems to be blowing up, though.
And what's that?
they found the rainbow badger.
Oh no.
Did they?
Mm-hmm.
Where was he?
He was stuffed in one of the porta potties.
So you're telling me that I accidentally tripped the switch on an actual truth.
I mean,
This is the best
even
way
a broken
to trip it.
clock.
Even a broken clock. All right, now that I've
All right.
now that I've absolutely disabled,
But why
in a-
kill the rainbow badger?
congratulations, we've stumbled our way backward into the plot.
Woo!
Let's return to
Backflips.
let's return to the festival and start investigating. and
Everybody's talking about what the hell is in the water.
What?
Because they didn't realize, I mean, stuff's getting weird. First, they helped the rainbow badger out of the porta-john.
He's not dead.
And then they help take the head off. And it's just
An empty suit.
full of ash.
The beat on somebody was donuts.
So what you're telling me?
We killed the rainbow badger.
No. No. Here's the thing. We accidentally solved the burn-ins.
Woo!
Was this honestly the plot you'd laid out?
One of them. There are multiple things going on at Electric Forest, and I just love the fact that you latch on to the dumbest possible thing.
But by latching on the dumbest thing, I throw out.
You made it dumb by the porta potties not having any signal
No.
at all.
No. Like I say, I understand that now that I've given the time to it.
Give it
No.
time to think about
No,
it.
the problem is literally. No, here's the thing. The disappearances.
Burns.
No. I'm briefly, stupidly being serious. The disappearances were murders by a vampire. One of the things we were sent to look into is the supernatural happening at Electric Forest. So we found out there were disappearances by the porta potties. Coincidentally, there is a dead zone by the porta potties. The dead zone was put in place by the festival staff. My character, in wanting to keep your character from being,
Murder-rated
just...
by a festival staff person?
I didn't know it was festival staff. My first thought, of course, is it's either a PMC or the military itself or Project Twilight.
The way
one
it
of the
went
three.
out was, yeah.
No, it's literally just well-connected festival staff who
We're former military.
No,
and like the fun.
no, they're probably just volunteers and locals. Literally, they have walkie-talkies. That's how festival staff works. So they're like, "Oh, this is going wrong." My character immediately goes, "Normal level. Let's dial it up to 10 or 12." So clearly, it's Project Twilight or a PMC. No, it's just festival staff. So I make a distraction, and the distraction I use unconsciously keys into the plot element. Hey, look for the rainbow badger. Hey guys, we found the rainbow badger. He's actually a vampire that was using the porta potties as a place to hide from the sun. Let's drag him out. Oh, look, we exposed him to the sun while he was in torpor. Well, he was, unconscious because it's daylight, and inexplicably solved a thread of the festival.
So how would you like to know? How'd you like the poker face when you came up with your lie?
No, that was good. I commend you on that. There was a vibe. I will say there was a vibe of you're trying that, but I couldn't interpret the vibe beyond you're trying that.
Really? Okay.
Okay.
You tell Derek, and he goes, "What?" That explains why he disappears during the day.
Anyway, let's go ahead and take a pause while I absorb this nonsense.
That's like tripping backwards into success.
It really is. All right.